There are people who don't attack you. They don't threaten you. They don't compete with you. They study you. They smile. They listen. They get close. And by the time you realize what they are, you're already weaker, confused, and trapped inside a version of yourself you don't recognize anymore. This isn't about villains in movies. This is psychology. Real human behavior. Real danger. The kind that doesn't come with warnings, only consequences. Because the most dangerous people you'll ever meet don't look dangerous. They look safe. They look familiar. They look like opportunity. They look like help. They look like love. And that's exactly why they win. Let's start with the first type. The parasite. Not the obvious kind. Not the one who asks for money. Not the one who begs. The psychological parasite is smarter. They attach emotionally, not physically. They mirror your values. They echo your beliefs. They validate your fears. They make you feel understood. At first, they feel like connection. Then support. Then loyalty. Then trust. But slowly, something shifts. Your energy drops. Your clarity weakens. Your confidence erodes. Your decisions feel heavier. Your motivation feels distant. And you can't explain why. Here's the psychology. They feed on your attention, stability, and emotional structure. Not violently. Gradually. Silently. They don't destroy you directly. They drain you until you destroy yourself. Micro cliffhanger. And the worst part? They believe they're the victim. Now the second type. The strategist. This is the most dangerous mind in any room. They don't react emotionally. They observe patterns. They collect data on people. They track weaknesses, habits, fears, desires. They don't see humans as humans. They see leverage points. They know who needs validation, who fears abandonment, who craves approval, who avoids conflict, who seeks authority. And they position themselves perfectly. Psychologically, this is Machiavellian behavior at its purest. They don't need power. They engineer dependence. They create situations where you need their approval. You need their access. You need their protection. You need their validation. And you don't even notice the trap forming. Micro cliffhanger. By the time you realize you're dependent, you're already controlled. Now the final one. The most subtle. The most invisible. The most fatal. The corruptor. They don't take your energy. They don't control your behavior. They don't manipulate directly. They rewrite your identity. They normalize weakness. They rationalize stagnation. They intellectualize fear. They justify mediocrity. They reframe comfort as wisdom. They sound intelligent. They sound reasonable. They sound logical. Psychology-wise, they infect your belief system. They make you feel smart for staying small, safe for avoiding risk, mature for lowering ambition, peaceful for giving up. Micro cliffhanger. They don't destroy your life. They convince you to abandon it. And here's the terrifying truth. Most people don't meet these three as different people. They meet them as one. A friend. A partner. A mentor. A leader. A family member. A colleague. Sometimes even themselves. Because these archetypes don't always come from others. Sometimes psychology turns inward. You parasitize your own energy. You strategize against your own growth. You corrupt your own identity with excuses. And that's the deepest danger of all. Because the mind doesn't need enemies when it learns self-sabotage. Final cliffhanger. So the real threat isn't recognizing dangerous people. It's realizing when you've already adapted to them. When their psychology has reshaped your behavior. Your standards. Your decisions. Your identity. And the question becomes terrifyingly simple. If danger looks like comfort, how do you escape without losing who you are?